What is good, y'all? What is good? What is good? I'm not going to be on here long. Ta-da. Okay. I'm not gonna be on here long. This is your girl Nala-Ife, and Grand Rising is still, I think it's before noon here in snowy Colorado. We don't have snow, we have fog this morning. So happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy hump day. So I want to bring attention to my community board and the message that I left this morning. Okay. I channeled this message and I'm just going to say this. And this is for the men and women who follow my channel. My numbers um, have surprisingly, well, not so much surprisingly, but I find it interesting that for a shadow band account that was already small to begin with, I have increased my male viewership up to 35%. So yay! Shout out to the men who follow the channel. Okay, so I don't care what like the numbers say here on YouTube on analytics or how they change from account to account. The percentage is there, and so I'm thrilled. Okay, naturally. So anyway, I want to say this here. Being that Venus is stationing direct, Uranus is direct in Taurus, the North Node is moving into Taurus for those of you who follow astrology, okay? For those of you who don't, this simply means that we have some forward motion and some groundbreaking awakenings that are coming per the astrology, okay? And things are going to we're resuming with moving forward and understanding new values or being reintroduced into what our value is or what to value. Venus retrograde basically had us go back over old values, and now that she's moving direct again, um we're reestablishing what it is to value. Okay, now this is coming up after the holidays, so a lot of people were in their feelings for the holidays. If your relationship wasn't built on a sturdy foundation, you knew you knew it was crystal clear, clear as a bell, right? Or if that interest was going to go anywhere, it was clear as a bell. One of the things that Venus retrograde would show you is that one of the snapshots I would say that she showed us was that if something wasn't built on, like if there were if a pairing between you and someone could easily be interrupted by outside influences, then neither one of you wanted bad enough. Okay, and so then there will be several excuses, but the reality is that I think a lot of us are um trying to do something in unnatural ways because we believe it's something that we want on the surface and on the paper. We believe that it's something that we want. The persons may have a certain energetic frequency that we really like, okay? And as we evolve as humanity, we're starting to learn. Um, I know a lot of my peers are speaking on it, and I spoke on it quite some time ago. But we're starting to learn that it's not even the person; it's really the energy. So I'm trying to be more conscientious to say, well, not say. I'm trying to be more conscientious to say it's not that I don't like the person. I don't like your frequency. I don't like your energy. Meaning that if you are in a state of mind, or if you are of a certain thought process, or a certain experience, I don't like that frequency that's coming off of you because it's not compatible to my frequency or it's not comfortable for me. in a romantic sense. Now, it's a difference if you are hiring a coach or a fitness instructor or a financial coach. What's going on there, BB girl? Happy Wednesday, happy day of Mercury, mamas. Okay, it's a difference if you hiring a coach or whatever. You said Uranus direct today as well. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. But yeah, like um, yeah, Uranus is gonna be a trip, BB girl. We'll talk about that in here. But I'm just saying, it's a difference if you're hiring a coach or an accountability coach or someone like that. You know, their energy is gonna be a little bit different because whatever you're hiring them for, they're coaching you to come out of whatever energy or frequency you're in so that you can obtain a goal, which means that you have to make a conscious decision to then change your frequency that has you at a certain weight, at a certain financial status, you know, at a certain outlook, a certain psychological place, you know, a state of mind, a certain mentality, right? They are going to challenge you and it's going to feel abrasive, but you have consciously hired them to do that to help you transcend the reality that you have set for yourself. You need a little help. But in your love relationships, that's quite different. You're not hiring, well, some people are, but for the most part, you're not hiring someone. This is so when people, I find it, you know what? It's funny. I started using the word disingenuous in my conversation here when I was speaking to people of another of sisters and brothers of another race, and everyone's been using that term disingenuous. Y'all better get the fuck off of me, bitch. I am a trendsetter. Let's not listen. I am a linguistics specialist, okay? I am a language pimp. Do not play with me. Wordsmithing all day, 24/7, 365 days a year. Okay, BB said amen. I said amen, girl. Okay? Y'all better quit playing with me. Oh my God. Anyway, what was I saying? Okay. You know, it's disingenuous to hear people say, well, you respect your boss, you don't respect your man. Motherfucker, you are not my boss. See, that's your goddamn problem right there. That's why you can't get no nookie. And that's why that nookie be quick and you be trying to cheat because it ain't good at home. It ain't gushy because you out here trying to be her boss. And it's a good chance that you ain't giving her the money that her boss earned. Okay. Ooh, let's not even go there. Oh. You got a bitch working on minimum wage. You got a bitch on minimum wage trying to be tough in the rough. Okay? Anyway, okay? Oh, like let's be for real here. Okay, brother. You make 100K a year, all right? You gonna spend on just your expenses alone 50K on your necessities. That means that for you to then take care of your woman, at the bare minimum, that's 25K. And you asking her to jump down from what? 60, 70K? You see there's an issue here, brother? So I think you might want to fall back off of that. You treat your boss with this and then you treat me. Well, how can you treat your boss? Shut the fuck up because you messing your pimp. You listening to these manosphere numbchuck head ass niggas, okay? And they're trying to get it together. Lord have mercy. Bless they hard. And they don't know what the fuck they talking about because they not really doing the math because the intelligence, the force is not with them, okay? Um, so there's that. Darth Vader in this bitch, okay? The Force is definitely not with Luke Skywalker in this bitch. You understand me? So they're not calculating the calculations. They're not mathing the math. You feel me? So there's that point. Okay, so let's get you to 300K. All right, because it's like, what was it? What is it to raise a kid? It's like 500K from the age of from birth to 18, if not 900K. So to raise one kid, it costs more than a lot of your mortgages. One. And your mortgage is what, financed over 30 years? Anyway, let's not go there. Which is gonna help me segue into the next point. If you are not in a certain place, with this North Node being in Taurus and with Uranus being in Taurus, your foundation will be ripped up from you if you are not about that life and not dedicated to the changes that you must undergo psychologically, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Okay? When it comes to building a foundation and setting roots, because the South Node is in Scorpio, and Scorpio controls the root system. Okay? It's the 8th house. So these are things of life and death, other people's money, inheritance. That's the root system. Okay? Or the root chakra. Taurus is the acquisition of personal value. And Scorpio is the axis to which we root ourselves. Traditions and family, right? If you don't feel passionate enough about a person to where you could avoid placing yourself or them in a triangulated situation, you have to be honest with yourself. It's going to hurt those who pursue it a lot more than it is for those who, I guess, were intended to get played upon. Because it's going to be the people who were acting like they wanted to do something genuine, to build, who are going to be hurt the most. Not the people who were actually there for the right reasons. Right? So what I'm going to tell you, this is a cautionary tale with the astrology, that if you are not in that place, like, don't let society or me or anyone, because we talk about committed relationships, shame you into getting into a committed relationship or a traditional relationship. Okay? Do what you feel is conducive to your soul. Whatever it is, I know people say, well, I could be craving something that's bad for me. It's not until you got to realize that for some cravings, if you don't ever hit rock bottom, you're setting up a destruction. If you don't understand the craving, if you don't get to the source of it, all you're doing is denying yourself something that you eventually will become weak to, because the thing that is drawing you is not going to stop drawing you. They're not going to, it's an ego thing. They're not going to stop. So if you have a thirst for something, it's better that you release the sure thing and go after what it is that you are intrigued by. And the reason why I say that is that I believe truly you would be blessed for it. For one, it will, see, we got to start being responsible for what we do with each other on this earth. When you release a person, and I know it sounds counterproductive. You sound like a fuck boy or a fuck girl, but listen to me. Listen to me. When you love yourself and love humanity and the next man or woman enough to know that you're not going to do them justice and that you could potentially embarrass them and potentially set them up. Don't be stupid and selfish like men and women of the past who wanted to blame their partners in order to justify why they needed to cheat or why they needed to seek other stimulation outside of their relationship. Take one for the team and just say, and don't even go and say, I'm not shit, because that's not true. Every single soul on this planet is worth it. It is a fractal of God's energy or goddess's energy. Every single soul, no matter how devious or how angelic. So don't sit here and just, I can hate your fucking guts, and I'm going to still tell you that it would behoove me, being as blessed as I am in the circumstances that I have found myself and the choices that I have made, and been able to survive that and have grace all the way through, even though I know if someone else walked in my shoes, they would have blew their brains out. We weren't made the same. I'm strong in certain areas that you could never imagine for yourself, and that is okay. And the same thing is true for you and the next person when it comes to me. Okay? I don't live in a bubble. Okay? My 12th house moon affords me the knowledge spiritually to understand the plight of another person empathetically, and I can be your executioner, and I'm going to understand how you got to the place to where I need to execute you. Just because we're executing you doesn't mean that I don't have empathy and I don't understand your plight. It just means that this is the toll that you got to pay. Okay? See you next lifetime, bitch. But anyway, moving the fuck on. Just saying though, okay? If you are not, don't drag people with you. Don't drag people into your personal hell. Because you could be living in heaven. It is not anyone else's responsibility to be your goddamn binky. Okay? It is nobody's responsibility to be your binky. If you want to get that little bit, you want to get that little do, go do that. But release the other person so that they can find their counterpart. Do you know that you will be blessed for that? That you chose to not be selfish and release somebody so that they could then do their job when it comes to bringing the counterparts together, which are going to be filtered through partnerships in hopes to raise the frequency on this planet. Like, let's stop this marriage. Stop marrying people who you're going to cheat on or who are going to cheat on you. Because a lot of us are moving up in psychic abilities and capabilities. Let's stop marrying people and trying to build long-term relationships based on insecurities. Marriage is not that shit, okay? Marriage is not this undisciplined nature to which we have allotted for things to happen. Just because we're fucked up doesn't mean the institutions are. And I think society needs to understand it. There's a separation between religion and politics for a reason. The institution has nothing to do with your lack of discipline, my lack of discipline, or society's lack of discipline. And so let's stop this shit, okay? Not every man is a cheater. Not every woman is a hoe. Just because you a cheater and you a hoe, or you a prude, or you are sexually repressed doesn't mean everyone else is. We also have to learn. Let's make this normalized in 2022. Just because it's something's true for you does not mean that it's true for the next person. And then when you think like that, you start to find out that the shit that you thought was true for you was just because you were limiting yourself. That ain't even you. Bitch. The fuck? Because we're multifaceted. That's what I mean by when you know yourself, you know the world. It's not about knowing yourself and being closed-minded. When you know the endless ways in which your soul can express itself through the human experience, The intergalactic experience, that multidimensional experience, then the less judgmental you are, or the more resolute or convicted you are when you're giving advice about someone else when they're going through the human experience and maybe need some help to raise themselves into a different frequency. Okay? But what I am saying to you is this: it is normal for people who are in loving relationships to find other people attractive. Y'all gonna have to get the fuck over that shit. Sometimes we can set people up to be interested in other people because your constant need to monitor them is sending a message subconsciously saying that you ain't worth shit. When you say, I can't trust my partner, I got trust issues, I want you to understand that you're sending a message over the air spiritually that you are not worthy of being faithful to. And you even doubly send that message when you see certain types of behaviors and you still go for it and lie to yourself and act like, okay, this person has demonstrated their ability to be faithful and make the right decisions, and it relates to matters of the heart. Some people need a fiery like energy. And Leos understand where I'm coming from with this. Leos are the most faithful, unfaithful people I know in the world. A Leo will listen, Leo, don't fucking get mad at me. God damn it. Y'all be talking about, don't get mad at me. What's going on, love and life energy, baby? Mwah. Leo is the most faithful, unfaithful person I know. Leo is notorious for keeping up with their exes. And the moment they main thing fuck up, they gonna be on their exes. Notorious for keeping they roller. Leo has a fear of being alone. Fuck y'all, Leo. Shit. Y'all be lying like a motherfucker on these interwebs. Y'all hate being alone. You more relationship driven than Aries and Libra. You are more Aries is just like Libra. They need a relationship. Y'all, Leos, Libras, and Aries will cheat like a motherfucker, bruh. And it's different. Cancer, Cancer and Capricorn will cheat and want to throw the motherfucker that they cheated with away. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Cause I married a cold motherfucker, okay? But right now I'm on business. Right? Or you look like you suck a mean dick. It's some shit like that, okay? And then as soon as you done, they will throw your ass as far as they can. Bitch, get away from me and my family. I do not know this hoe. I'm telling you. Listen. Because they love the fuck out of their family. And anything they could... Capricorn and Cancer could not even be having sex with their spouse. It is a duty thing. You understand me? It is a duty. It is an identity. I built this in the privacy of my own home. This is my institution. It is a duty. Okay? But if you come in here and we do the do, I'm going to give you a couple racks. Okay? Because you let me break your back. But you're going to have to get the fuck on out of here. Because if you say anything to my baby, bitch, I will kill you myself. That's how they are. It's hard to get a Cancer or Capricorn to fall in love with you, but once they fall in love with you, they can be doing the nastiest shit to another motherfucker. But if that bitch say one word, they will have that bitch killed. Do you understand me? I know that sounds weird and it sounds fucked up and it's not right. I get it. I get it. But you got to be a stupid motherfucker to see the way Capricorn and Cancer move and think that they would have it any other way. They are not going to let you embarrass their wife or their husband and their children. Okay? Not when you were down for the pound. Which is why these particular men or women, if it is something, it's going to be with somebody who has enough to lose to where they're not going to run their mouth to then see what happens, because they're like, because that's some skank move. That's a skank move or a fuckboy move to talk about like how a person was on, had an infidelity with them, and put it out there to possibly like mark the person. Yeah, we all are here for the juice of it all. But at the end of the day, how pitiful are you that your claim to fame was being somebody's busted baby? And that was it. Come on now. I don't listen, I'm keep it real with you. A lot of us sisters done been somebody's busted baby, but I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of us got enough sense to not say they goddamn shit. Or just take it on the chin. Some of y'all literally took it on the chin. But I'm just saying we got enough sense to not say nothing, have some goddamn dignity and some self-respect and say, I learned from that what not to do, okay? Or how much more to charge around this motherfucker. You understand me? And keep it pushing. Okay? Have some sense about yourself, some common sense. Some of y'all be doing shit for free, then put your business out on the internet, and then run around here upset when everybody laughing at your dumb ass. You did that shit for free. And you put it out there. Forever. Forever, ever. Forever. Once it hit the internet, it's forever. Never mind that your man was a low down narcissistic prick. They got you on the internet talking about sucking dick, bitch. Your baby can get on the internet and see their mama out here hoeing out. The fuck? Women, stop letting men send you out when you are in your emotions, and to send him a lesson, because I promise you, he gonna use that shit in a custody battle against your dumb ass. Do you understand me? That you cannot be trusted and you soliciting publicly. That you're a sexual deviant. You silly bitch. Stop that motherfucking shit until you get some damn power in your court. You are reacting to the fact that he is not loving you properly, not giving you attention, and cheating on you. You're doing and feeling the same way any woman feels. You're fucking infuriated that someone who you've had children by, have you let them use your vessel to reproduce them, so if they motherfucker died, he would reincarnate through the children that you produce for him. And then he disrespects you like that. You know what? This shit can make you so mad you want to suck a nigga dick online. Just to, and his best friend. Because he done hurt you so bad, because it feels like they be so angry. Not because you want to do it because you're immoral. You want to do it because it hurts so goddamn bad. So he can feel the way he made you fucking feel. Disrespecting you, bringing you STDs in your ass and all up in your mouth. And eyeballs for some of you hoes to take it to the face. I'm just saying. Trust me, I done worked with a lot of people. I work with a lot of souls. And you never know the depth of a person until you hear them wail like a baby. Grown ass one. I'm saying this and I'm trying to be lighthearted. But when you hear somebody that's in their 30s, almost 40 years old, cry to you on the phone, bitch, like a baby, and nobody died, you wish somebody would die. Because that's a pain. That's a pain. That's a pain against your identity. Your very soul you have opened up to somebody. And for them to make it trivial and disrespect you, and then do it to where publicly people know. It takes time to get over that. Especially when he have another bitch who ain't even paid the strength that you paid. Send his sentiments to you. That shit can make you so motherfucking mad. It can send a madness through a bitch brain that she will love to even fuck his daddy on camera so he can see it. Because it's whatever's gonna hurt the most. But rarely does doing shit like that actually resolve a motherfucking thing. And this is where I'm gonna have to tell you, sisters, black, white, or whatever color you are, you need to take a moment and get your girls who are in the same boat as you, not somebody who's jealous of the fact that you are in a relationship and they're not even seeing what you're going through, but somebody who is experienced, who can help bring you back from the fucking edge, bitch. Not to help you stay with a motherfucker, because once you are ready to go, can't nobody do that. But help you maintain your dignity. Maybe we need a dignity partner, a dignity / accountability partner. You know what I'm saying? So that you don't do something in the spirit of anger that you will not be able to erase. That does not really, that will define you and is unfairly defining the person that you are. Because nobody was there when it was 4 a.m. and you were crying on your side of the bed. Nobody saw that shit. But everyone's going to have an opinion about the aftermath to which you were driven to, because women are inherently emotional. Does it mean that we are unintelligent? No, it means that we are extremely intelligent. And the more scorned we are, the more stealth we are. And I would rather you be stealthy and healthy, bitch. Okay? And wealthy around this motherfucker than looking a fucking fool for the whole world and you taking the blame and the brunt of all that someone who that never intended on treating you right sets you up to lose your children, lose your custody, because you go and give us proof of it. And his end is all circumstantial. You better think again and you better think twice. And that's why it's important that you know the man that you are marrying before you marry that motherfucker. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Over the last 10 years, there's a wave of men taking motherfucking children. When I saw one man did that to a woman and I seen his behavior, I said, I don't want you. Not because I'm a low down woman, because I know that you got enough spitefulness in you that you will take my baby from me and I'll have to kill your bitch ass dead, nigga. I would have to rip your fucking vocal cords out because I would. Nigga, I'm going for your jugular. I'm going for your carotid. Fuck that shit. I'm going to jail. Because my mama finna get custody of this baby. You will not live coming between me and my child. I love you, but I love that child too. So there is a wave of men who are getting back at women through their children. So you better be careful about who you marry. And that's one of the reasons why I say that if you love your children more than you love your spouse, it's imbalanced. Because you're supposed to love your spouse, because when you love your spouse, I'm not saying you love your children less. Listen to me again. What I'm saying is that when you love your spouse, you're going to love your children because your children are a combination of you and your spouse. But if you focus on loving your children and you forget about your spouse, then you're also setting yourself up for failure. Because if it wasn't for your spouse, your honey, them babies wouldn't be here. Not them sweet little faces, nuh-uh. They wouldn't be here. So you have to honor your partner who helped make that happen, the other half of you. But you better know who you are making this other half with, is what I'm saying. And that brings me to my point. If you know that you don't men and women, if you know that whatever it is going on with you, yes, you might be one of the percentile of people who can't deal with someone who you may deem as lame or boring. Listen, I know I'm crazy and I'm wild, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of boring. I am a double earth sign. And I have a lot of air placements, so I'm earth and air. And most of my placements are in water and fire houses. That's just what the shit, that's the crazy shit about it. So that's why I come out fiery. I'm not a fire sign, but I come out fiery because my earth and air placements are in fiery houses. Bitch, I got the whole fiery and water houses. I got the whole goddamn rainbow around this motherfucker. You understand me? But what I'm telling you is this. If you are not yet convinced on someone and you are still tempted by another person, go with what you are tempted by. I don't give a shit. Well, I could be making a mistake. What if I do this, blah, blah, blah? Somebody else gonna get them and I'm gonna miss out on my opportunity. Well, bitch, did you qualify for the opportunity? No. You have to be realistic. You are still fantasizing about the other option. Let's be for real now. So in your heart of hearts and in your mind of minds, you are not there. And what you are inviting is a situation to pop off that once you get this relationship started, you done gave another bitch access to the house that your wife is building or your girl is building. Do you understand that, man or woman? You are giving another man the access to the house that your man is building. You are giving another motherfucker the security codes to the privacy of your 4th, 8th, and 12th house. That shit cannot be tolerated. People had gotten killed for less. Okay? We coming into the age of Aquarius. This is directly opposite Leo energy. This is the time of the return of the royals and dynasties. We can't have all this frat neck and bullshit. You running back and forth and being this unfaithful and goddamn disrespectful. I would rather you get a concubine because the bitch knows her place than someone who wants to be in my place because I'm going to have to kill you and this bitch. You understand me? Because now I got children. And this hoe ain't finna bring her goddamn bastardized children up here and take the goddamn crown, hoe. Not today. Not in my goddamn kingdom. The fuck is you talking about? You not finna go and spread your AARP goddamn benefits. The fuck? I'm supposed to just sit up here and as soon as my ass get old as a motherfucker, you just toss my black ass the fuck out of here and I'm not supposed to feel away? I'm gonna stop working. I'm gonna serve you. I'm gonna get old. Hell, you gonna get old. Your dick gonna stop working before my pussy stop working. You gonna need the blue pill before I ever get stopped trucking. Don't believe the hype now. These damn men will have you believe a bitch dry up at the age of 45. Bitch, it's some hoes out here that's 87 and still slip and slide. Okay? Shut the fuck up. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Again, you can't see outside of your penis head. Okay? But anyway, I digress. Okay? Y'all out here, I'm gonna get old. You gonna throw my black ass the fuck up out of the goddamn. You like, bitch, get your old ass out of here. Boop. And bring in another bitch. And you think, what? You told me not to work. You told me not to go and suck my boss's dick. Okay. All right. I didn't do that. You told me not to go for my dreams, to give up my astrophysicist degree. Okay. You told me to give up my aspirations of being a motherfucking astronaut. You bitch. Okay. You told me to do all this shit to serve your black ass. You lackluster bitch. You limp biscuit dick bitch. You understand me? For you to go get the motherfucking blue chew and toss my wrinkly black ass up out of here once I hit 55. The fuck is going on? I ain't even wrinkly. I'm fine as fuck. But you insecure, broke dick bitch, want to convince me that my shit is fucked up. And then you want to tell me that another woman from another race is better than me when I'm the youngest one. I look the youngest at 55. The fuck is going on? Let me tell you something. This is what you not finna do is get up in my face and play in my face. Cause baby, that all the Olay commercials be having the sisters on there, cause they know the other sisters that don't have as much melanin, honey, they be wrinkling on the railroad. They need a little help. And that's all right. That's all right. We got sunscreen, we got modern technology, we got modern medicine, we got all kind of shit. Keep your, you know what I'm saying, freeze dried forever. Okay? But the whole point of the matter is you want to have the freedom to throw my old ass the fuck up out of here. I gotta go out here and get collagen injections in my joints and shit at 60 and look young to hopefully go and find somebody, Paw to help me out because I done gave up my career and any of my chances of earning my own individual wealth to be your handmaiden. They got old. And you barely make $150,000 a year. That means that I'm literally working minimum wage. Okay? And you want me to treat you as well as the boss. And the whole damn time you married me, but you want to song your black ass? Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick of this shit right here. Okay? I'm sick of it. I'm not doing this shit with y'all. Okay? I'm not doing this. I'm not going to do this. And if I try to leave you, you might take my children because why? You told me to stop working. You told me not to go and finish my education. You shamed me because I was a PhD around this bitch. You understand me? So if I try to leave, what kind of home can I support my children in? I can't. That means I'm stuck with you while you abuse me mentally, emotionally, physically, and treat me like my motherfucking ass is Miss Seeley around this motherfucker. While you go after Becky, and me and Becky the same age, and she look older than me. The fuck? Okay, I'm sick of this shit. And I'm sorry for a couple of y'all Beckys out there. Y'all don't look that old, but I'm just saying. I got a little excited because I'm annoyed with the fact that in our particular culture, we haven't learned to love ourselves enough to where we feel that we have to feed on other races in order to validate our superiority when we should be able to validate it without that. You know what I'm saying? So excuse me if y'all have to be the pawn of the joke, but I'm not going to be able to stop it respectfully until we wake the fuck up. And I know that's unfair, but you got to blame your ancestors for the shit, okay? You done been living real motherfucking good for the last 100 and 200 years over here in somebody else's land. So if you got to be Becky and you know what I'm saying, Chad, that's the least you can do, bitch. Okay? That's the least you can do. And don't come over here and say, that's racist, bitch. You got to have a locus of control and power to be prejudiced. Look up the fucking term, okay? Get the fuck out your feelings. It's a privilege to be listening to me anyway. What the fuck is you mad about? But going back on what I'm saying, ain't nobody got time for this shit. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for this, to be dealing with y'all bullshit. If you want Sarah, go get Sarah. And let me go over here and get this other mite. That's looking a little delectable. And looking a little electable. Like I can elect this person into the position. And we can get it, you know, popping around here. Because what we're not going to do, not with me, because I am going to be a public person. We're building something here. You're not going to social media my shit. Bitch, I will have a hit list from here to Washington, D.C., and I'm in Denver, Colorado. Before I let you come and destroy the intimate intricacies of my family on no fucking social media. You feel me? And a lot of women and men understand what I mean by this, because we should be able to have careers and know that if we're working on social media or working now in the new metaverse, because a lot of jobs are going to transition to home spaces, that people don't have the ability to come in and destroy your marriage or your family structure and dictate things when they are not the ones who are going to be there. If your ass gets sick and fall down, they're not going to take care of you. And furthermore, I don't think it's fair that people can involve themselves in your relationship, but you can't involve yourself in theirs. You can't dictate a motherfucking thing in theirs, but they can dictate what's going on with you. What kind of fuck up shit is that? Who do you think you are? Another thing too, a lot of you men, women who are over the age of 30, stop this motherfucking shit talking about some we friends. What are you talking about? Your friends. What the fuck are you talking about? Your friends. Friends doing what? Unless you're married and they're married, this shit right here don't make no sense. This is a walking, I'm going to tell you what it is, and y'all just don't want to be real about it. Oh, are we talking today? I'm finna put your business out there on Front Street without putting your business out on Front Street. Some of y'all are married and you will have male friends or you'll have female friends. And you know that if anything happened between you and your partner, those friends are going to co-sign you leaving your partner and might even fuck on you. Some of y'all like to have backup dick and pussy. I don't care what you say. I'm an eighth house. Eighth house is everyone's secrets. And my shit is in Capricorn, which is the foundation. It's the structure, it's the blueprint. Come on now. Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Who the hell you talking to? When you get a certain age and you start to hit puberty, men and women can be friends if there is something that's blocking, like a chastity belt, meaning that each of your vagina and penis belong to someone else or is being used by someone else, being rented out. The space is occupied. Outside of that, it could go down. Okay? Unless there's some long-term relationship, and I mean long-term, like family dynamics, to where if it was going to happen, it would have been happened kind of thing. But if it's one of these, oh, we friends and I met them at work and no. This is you setting up we have a society that is hell bent on being unhealthy than a motherfucker. We say some of the wildest shit and we disrespect our spouses and our partners so bad. Like, respectfully, this is one thing I gotta say about one of the people who I don't care for some of their energy, but they said this shit and they goddamn it, they said that this shit meant fire sign said this shit. And fire signs gonna get straight to the point. That's why when they be bullshitting me and acting like they ass got the best intentions, even though they still got their exes and their phones, I be looking at them like you already know what time it is. Because if another motherfucker pulled that same shit on you, you would be up and down their goddamn throat. Because you know why you doing it with your lying ass. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. They said this. They said that if you are so concerned with if me and you are dating, but every time I look up, you are bringing up another dude or you're mad at another dude, you want to fuck that dude or y'all done fucked. Because you should not be that invested in another man's life if me and you are on solid terms. Now, he said this shit, but the whole time was trying to mac on a bitch while invested in other bitches' lives. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you hypocrite. Shut the fuck up. Like, that shit was real shit, but you are also a flawed human being, a flawed soul like we all are. And sometimes we can give the best advice. It's just difficult to follow that advice or to hold ourselves accountable. Okay? But all of this other shit, y'all set y'all shit up for failure. You are a glutton for punishment. You are a glutton for trauma. And I'm trying to figure out who hurt you, who did it to you, what little boy rejected you, what little girl rejected you, and you've been trying to find yourself ever since. Did somebody ever tell you that you were worth more than a fucking rejection? That nobody can define you per a rejection? And it's a good chance that they ugly is a motherfucker right now. And you were awkward looking, probably an ugly duckling syndrome. And now you badder than a motherfucker out here. And if you don't see consolation in that, I don't know what to tell you. Everybody knows the awkward looking kid in high school is always going to be bad in the motherfucker in 30 and 40 years. Everybody knows this. That's why you're awkward looking. You got the better features. It take longer to put certain beauty together. Basic motherfuckers, they look like Mr. Potato Head. 2 eyes, a nose, goddamn 2 ears. That's just simple. When you got cheekbones, you know what I'm saying? You got stature, you're long, you got beauty, you're going to look weird for a little bit, okay? Until you grow into your features. All right? So calm the fuck down. But examine who that was in your life that made you feel rejected at such a point to where you have been identifying with that rejection. And through identifying with that rejection, you have been establishing toxic relationships to which you win, but you're really losing. Because now you're the bad guy in a lot of people's stories, which means that you've accumulated karma. And at the end of the day, some of the people who call themselves the biggest players be the biggest drunks, scared to have COVID like a motherfucker because they know that they're going to end up dying alone in their home because ain't nobody checking for them. You understand? Or they keep a lot of motherfuckers that they got to pay around them, that they got to pay because they've not been able to successfully earn the love, support, and understanding of other people who are related to them. They don't have a foundation built. Let's stop this shit moving forward. And let's really make it normal to examine and go to places that angels dare to tread. Let's go into your 8th house. I had a bitch be inspired by me to do a whole 8th house series. A fucking Virgo. She probably listening right now, coming up with some kind of idea to go and host some shit on OnlyFans. Bitch, I'm still mad at you. Because you be slick roasting people with fibromyalgia and fat people and Capricorns and Tauruses like I don't know you sending motherfucking currents while you follow my homegirl on Twitter. Fuck you, bitch. High yellow hussy. Anyway, what was I saying? I had to let that hoe have it right just then. But and I love her too. I'm a bipolar bitch because I love her too, but I had to cuss her ass out because I already know what time it is. She got a Scorpio moon. Bitch can't be trusted. Not because she got a Scorpio moon, because she already crossed me. And she a Scorpio. So if she ain't crossed me, I'll be fucking with her from the beginning to the end, bitch. I'd be like Chucky with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that she fucked me over and crossed me with that Cancerian and Virgo energy, and with the motherfucking Scorpio moon, I can't trust the bitch. I'll never be able to trust the bitch. You feel me? Even though she cold with it, I just never be able to trust her. Because she tried me. I don't like a disrespectful bitch mad at me because I had my mama when I was a baby. Sick of this goddamn shit. Anyway, I know that sounds harsh. I know coming out my mouth, it sounds harsh. It sounds ridiculous. But you got to understand what the fuck it feel like to be on a receiving end of some bullshit that you didn't ask for. All because a motherfucker can't read the room. Okay? So, we got to learn to treat people the way we want to be treated. We got to learn to love on ourselves and answer to those places that we're still insecure, we're still hurt, we're still broken. And go and build up our immunity by understanding why we are attracted to certain people before we settle down in relationships. Because you might be hindering somebody from finding their forever partner, all because you see that they're a cash cow, while you want another bitch that's toxic. And I ain't calling another bitch toxic. I'm saying they situation toxic than a motherfucker. You need to go to that toxic situation because it takes anti-venom in order to heal the bite of a snake. Do you understand? So somewhere you were bit by a snake. Sometimes going into those toxic situations is the anti-venom that you need in order to find the resolutions in your soul level and know what it is that you want for the rest of your life. You understand? And don't drag other people to hell for it. Okay? Sharisha said Kamal Pisces is serious about me or not. I'm a Virgo. I don't think they're serious about you because you're not serious about you. And you know what? I figured it out why people come in and they ask for tarot readings, y'all. I'm so sorry that I had cussed a lot of people out. It's because I have tarot in my tag. So when I'm live, you got people who don't like who look for tarot readers all day long on YouTube. And if you're live and you have the tarot, like a hashtag tarot on there, they'll come in asking questions and they don't mean no harm. For a long period, I've been dragging the entire fuck out of y'all. And I've been in the wrong 1,000%. And I apologize. But baby, you need to also let this be the last time you come and be searching for free tarot readings. Whoever you trying to be in a relationship right now, it ain't that deep for you to be opening yourself up to every reader and you don't know what they got on their head, on their skull cap. And see, we can read on your shit, but you opening yourself up to everybody that's in the room, the reader, and then wondering why your love don't ever come in because you got us interfering in your shit. Get you some confidence in a deck of cards and work that shit out. Go take you a spiritual bath, learn some tantric sex, and get your charm up and get your swag up and learn how to talk to your partner. Seduce them. Stop coming around here getting free readings, or respect yourself enough to put some money on the table and get something private so that you understand what you need. Stop doing this free shit because ain't nothing free. You giving out a piece of your soul. Okay, now go on now. Go on. Love and Life says here, men say that because they're ones with the performance issues. Yes, they do. And then like Bobby OJ from K9, not K97, Lord, Memphis, Lord Hammer, from WDIA. He's 79 years old. He's a Leo, and I love his show. I've been watching him. I've been listening to him since I was a baby. And I listened to him in WDA because my grandfather would listen for Blues Saturday and Gospel Sunday. And then I was listening every morning before I went to school, along with K97 and 107.1 in Memphis. But WDA, man, Bobby OJ is legendary. Okay, he's a Leo, and he's in amazing shape. He spoke, and I really think a lot of young men should tune into him because not only like he pulling a 40, I think his wife is like my age. She in her 30s or early 40. I think Bobby like 70, like 68 or 69 or 70. Bobby look good. He's in shape. He's vegan. His performance is still there. He pulling a young woman. His wife died. She died from cancer. He helped that woman lose a lot of weight, but I believe she had cancer. God rest her soul. And that can happen. But this woman was a bigger woman, and he was a Leo, and he had a relationship with her, and in that relationship, she wanted to make changes. This is his first wife. And he worked with that woman, and that woman was, I'm telling y'all, I think within a couple of years, not a whole bunch of years, she went from being heavy set to being like super in shape. Like super in shape. She followed his program. You know, they both went vegan. Bobby has a hell of a story. He was he's from Mississippi. I believe that he DJ'd out of Chicago and did work between Chicago and Memphis and traveled all over the United States, probably even the world, you know. And he's a Leo, okay? healthy, young, all right, pulling this young woman. And he said the reason why is that he learned to slow down. He said a lot of men, they be around here pumping and dumping in their 20s and 30s and carrying a lot of STDs or not like protecting themselves, and they lose their virility. And by the time they're in their 40s and 50s, they got to take a pill because of the way that they've been out here living, their health, drinking, smoking, and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, um, I just really would suggest any man to listen, to have him in their roster of men. If you can have him as a mentor for you, even better. Because he's a widower, newly married, okay, been through, kicked his addiction. I believe he at one point he was even addicted to cocaine. Came out of that lifestyle and reclaimed his life again. I think he even still like does the steps to make sure he maintains what he does. He's a God-fearing man. Even though I'm not of a Christian faith, I respect people who are, okay? And he's not perfect, okay? But I just think that if anyone ever, his name is Bobby OJ, if you ever wanted a male mentor, and you know Memphis produces some of the best mentors. You have Thaddeus Matthews, you have Judge Joe Brown, and you have Bobby OJ. And I'm sure all of them know each other, okay? All right. Thaddeus Matthews is young acting. He's an Aries. I don't know what Judge Joe Brown is. I think Judge Joe Brown's a Cancer. So, I mean, I'm just saying. And even though Judge Joe Brown is from California, he lived in Memphis so long that really, and to be honest with you, niggas from California got a lot of people out of Mississippi. They country as hell. That's the reason why Snoop Dogg and them so goddamn country. Look at them. Don't they act like some Mississippi niggas? But just look at them. Just look at them. You're some country niggas, okay? I believe that niggas from Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, Memphis, New Orleans, and Los Angeles all are of the same brethren. You know what I'm saying? You get them new niggas in Florida. Those are East Coast niggas, you know. Those is them new niggas. They different than us. Okay? They Florida, the Carolinas, up in New York. They Caribbean niggas. They're different tribe. We still niggas, but they just new to me, you know. I'm kind of a Redfoot Indian kind of nigga, you know. But yeah, they country. I find that people from Detroit act like people from Chicago, act like people from Memphis, and act like people from Mississippi and from New Orleans and from California. Okay? That little L shape. And I think the Ohio niggas is like a combination of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Let me get off of this shit. Y'all, I done started tripping. It's lunchtime. I love y'all. I'm gonna get the hell on up out of here. Y'all have a good day, okay? I could talk about this shit forever, okay? Now I don't have a bit of sense, but I got all the sense and wisdom in the world, okay? This is your girl Nala-Ife signing out for Nala-Ife Talks live, unscripted, and bitch off the chain. Listen to what I had to say. Consider it, okay? Let it sit up in your spirit. Let it stir you. Let it stir your soul, okay? And help you release your hold on some bullshit, okay? I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Happy hump day to everybody. And I'll talk to y'all soon. I'll see y'all even sooner. And bitch, we finna bring the neon hair colors back. Bitch, oh, you don't understand the ensemble of hair. Oh, yes, I'm wearing wigs, and I don't want to hear that shit. I'm wearing my own hair, and I'm wearing wigs. Bitch, we are bringing Rainbow Brights back this spring, bitch. Okay? I'm going to have everybody rocking neon colors. Okay? I'm going to have heterosexual niggas rocking neon colors because it's just going to be that live out here. Okay? Just understand that. That's what's coming. Okay? We're going to do a little rendition of the 70s, a little rendition of the 80s, and we're going to bring up a new style, a new trend. All right? All right? Cool with y'all? All right. Cool with me. Y'all have a good one now. We'll talk soon. Peace.